Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. This week's episode of Hobby Talk, I wanted to talk about, I really hadn't had a chance to talk about this yet, and that is the new Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames set. I was able to secure some boxes. I got two booster boxes and a ETB, just a regular ETB, not a. I'm not big into the Pokemon Center ETBs. They I feel like they're overpriced, but I could very well be wrong, and they could just always go up. But I prefer the much cheaper version, and that is the regular ETBs. But I want to talk about this set. It's a really cool set. My thoughts on the future of this set. I just noticed this. My Pokeballs on this box are way smaller than the Pokeballs on this set. It's just the shrink wrap, but it's just kind of funny. I got them from the same place, but different shipments. And I was able to get a really decent pre-order price. Still much higher pre-order prices than they used to be back in the old days, but the game has changed for Pokemon nowadays. I think so let's first talk about the first release of Mega Evolution. I think that set was really good, but I mean, your featured Pokemon were like Lucario. You had Venusaur, the Megas on those. You know, those are great Pokemon, but they're not Charizard. So the Phantasmal Flames has one of the most popular Charizards of all time, the Charizard X, EX. It's kind of like a shiny Charizard. I don't know if it's technically a shiny Charizard, but it's the dark blue or dark black Charizard. Really cool looking Charizard. Looks very menacing. And this set has, I think it'll go down in history as probably a top 3 Charizard card. I mean, you always have the original Charizard. That one's one of the all-time greats. The Arita art Charizard from base set. I also really love the Charizard from Plasma Storm. And the fact that was a secret rare made it super tough to get. The Shining Charizard from Neo Destiny's way up there too. Also, the Gold Star Charizard from Dragon Frontiers. This one deserves. I think this one will end up on. I would say top 5 Charizard of all time. It is beautiful. The special illustration rare Charizard, phenomenal art. I wish I had one so I could talk about it better. I'll eventually get one, but of course, when this set's new, the card prices are going to be crazy. I just hope I can get one at a decent price that's minty. Maybe I might have to buy a PSA 9 at some point that looks like really good strong PSA 9. But it is the best card. I mean, clearly the best card from the Mega Evolution block so far. But man, was there anything this good? I mean, I like it better than the Bubble Mew. I don't. I think I don't like it more than the Moonbreon. But basically anything out of the Scarlet and Violet era, I don't think it measures up to this special illustration Charizard X EX. It's an awesome card, and that leads me into talking about this set. So when you have a Charizard that cool, that desirable of collectors, players are going to want it too. These booster boxes are, maybe there will be a huge reprint and they'll drop down, but in the long term, these booster boxes are going to hold up really well. You look at different Charizard themed sets in the past, like you have like Flashfire, XY Flashfire. That one had the original Charizard X, Mega Charizard X EX. and those boxes are thousands of dollars, and were readily available back in the day when the XY era was going on. And I think this set is nicer than that set was. So it's probably going to be printed way more, but you got to kind of figure that into like also Pokemon is much more in demand nowadays than it was in the XY era. But and I think that was the second set of the XY era. So this Mega Evolution block is really has a lot of XY vibes. I mean, obviously you got the Mega Pokemon, but also the fact that the second set is a Charizard X EX theme set. Really cool. And also, I'm big on the Charizard X EX Ultra Premium Collection box. I think that one's phenomenal too. And you get two really awesome promo cards in that box. You get an incredible looking Charizard EX card, and also you get an Oricorio that is by it's Conda art. So, and it looks amazing. That's going to be a huge box in the future, I think. It all depends on how many times they reprint it, of course. They're going to be printing any type of Charizard UPC, they're going to print to the moon because they know they'll endlessly sell. But, look at the last Charizard UPC with the Charizard V-Star, alternate art, the VMAX, that one. Those were readily available, sitting on the shelves at Walmart's. They printed so much of it. It dropped below MSRP. I didn't keep any, idiotically, but I did buy a few of them. But now those boxes are, several $100s a piece now. So this Charizard EX with actually I think it has more packs. It has 18 packs in it, and it has two incredible promos, including that amazing Charizard X EX promo card, which is just stunning to me. So those boxes are going to do well, and even if they print them to the moon right now, I would grab some if you can get them at MSRP or below. I grabbed a couple just, even at the higher price now, because I don't know if I'll find them later. And I could afford to get it at this time. So I bought me a sealed case and just one to look at. So I'm big on those, is what I'm saying. So even though I had to pay a little bit over MSRP, I have no doubt that 10 years from now, that's going to be a very expensive box. Just like I have no doubt that these booster boxes of Phantasmal Flames are going to be big collector items in the future. There's nothing's guaranteed, of course, but, when it comes to Pokemon, to say that a Charizard theme set is going to do good in the future is not a big stretch. And it is interesting that Pokemon has kind of shifted people away from buying booster boxes, or they're trying to. They'll have booster boxes at the beginning of these sets, and they kind of throttle back the booster boxes quite a bit and focus more on getting ETBs out and specialty sets, the booster bundles, stuff like that. They'll print and print and print and print, but the booster boxes, they don't really print a lot. And you can see a lot of people talking about this on YouTube, which is the source of all great Pokemon information, right? Very reliable. But I do actually believe that, because booster box prices are pretty solid, especially you look back at the Scarlet and Violet era. Those prices have held up really well, even though Pokemon is kind of over their huge bubble. Or it's really not a bubble, it's more like a huge spike that they had. If this set came out 6 months ago, we'll say, or 7-8 months ago, this would be insane. This would be one of the most insane hype sets of all time. It's still very hyped, but Pokemon enthusiasm has scaled back a little bit since like that 9 months ago. But this is still an incredible set. And if you can get you some decently priced booster boxes, even ETBs, even though I think the ETBs will get printed way longer than the booster boxes will, I would get some put away. I don't think that's a terrible game plan. Um, but guys, what do you think of this set? I think it's incredible. Um, you know, you look at the Scarlet and Violet era, they had a Charizard theme set, and that was Obsidian Flames. That set kind of tanked at first because the pull rates were super easy. The Charizard is not that cool looking, the special illustration rare, and it wasn't that really that tough to pull. But now you look at it, that's like a $300 box. This Charizard in this set is 5 times cooler than the Obsidian Flame set, and that set was kind of weak. Usually, Charizard theme sets are kind of weak because they know Pokemon knows that they'll put a couple Charizards in a set, and that's enough to sell a set. They don't need to put a bunch of cool other stuff. So, um, probably overall this set isn't probably amazing, but that one Charizard is one of the greatest Charizards of all time. That special illustration rare. Just incredible art. It might be the best art ever. I mean, it's hard to say it's better art than the original Charizard Holo from base set, but, as far as pure art, it is amazing. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think of Phantasmal Flames. If this stuff tanks and you can get boxes at even close to MSRP, trust me, I will pick up a case of this and just stash it away. I'm a big believer in it, and I think it's going to be great. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos later.